Hello, beautiful people. How are you doing today? Welcome to our third Fun Fishing Friday. Today we are going to be playing some Minecraft and thinking about an inspirational quote all together. Sorry for the glare on my glasses, by the way. Which I notice is always there, but today it's particularly bothering me. But anyway, let's get into it. I am wannabeNPC. I'm a variety streamer. Right now we are streaming some Zelda on Twitch. We also do some Animal Crossing. We play lots and lots of fun games together. So make sure you like this video and subscribe here. But also make sure you follow me over on Twitch if you want to have more good times together. So today we are talking about a quote by Mahatma Gandhi. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Now, I got this idea of talking about inspirational quotes from TooLateLouis, so thank you so much for that suggestion. If anybody else wants to ever suggest ideas for videos that they would like to see, please join the Discord and join this awesome community and put in your suggestions in the suggestions channel. So let's get to it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an awesome day. So, we are talking about living as if we were to die tomorrow, and learning as if we were to live forever. That is quite the idea, isn't it? Now, I really am appreciative to Lewis for coming up with the idea for us to talk about inspirational quotes for Fun Fishing Friday. And he didn't recommend this quote. I was just kind of Googling inspirational quotes. And I hear so many versions of Gandhi's quote all the time. And I don't know what I feel about it. So we're going to figure that out together, and maybe in the comments you can let me know what you think about the quote as well. So living as if we were to die tomorrow. Let's just focus on that part first. For me, if I were to live as if I was going to die tomorrow, if I were to actually really do that, I would definitely not do my job like ever. So if I were to actually follow this quote every day of my life, I would never work. I would pretty much just do whatever I wanted, whether that be stay in my bed all day or play video games all day, like the simple things that make me happy and feel full. That's how I would want to go. I sure as heck wouldn't want to go on to the next life as, like, while working. As much as, you know, I can enjoy my job at times, it doesn't fill me with the joy that I want it to fill me with. Which is, you know, maybe a problem, and maybe I need to change my job and whatnot. But let's be realistic. And again, I don't hate my job, but if we're saying live as if you were to die tomorrow, that's a very big statement. And I would probably do something like, one of my favorite things is going on a roller coaster and being at an amusement park. I would do that all the time if I knew I was going to die. You know? What do you think? What do you think of that quote? Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Do you know anybody that really lives like that? If so, what is their life like? Do they work a really fulfilling job? What is bringing them lots of joy? I really want to know. I really want to know. Now, the second part of his quote is something I can resonate much more with. Learn as if you were to live forever. You know, I am a part of this really amazing group learning emergence theory. Now, emergence theory is developed by Paglierani. And he makes me want to learn. Now, I'm a part of this group that meets once a month and we all learn together. And this is the only thing I really like learning about. And it's a way of learning about human nature. It's a way about learning personality, how we can all communicate and connect with one another. And to me, that is information that lasts forever. So I'm learning as if I were to live forever, but I'm also trying to pass on the information so it can last forever. And there's just so much awesomeness in it, for lack of a better word. And I'm gonna put his books in the description below so you could learn more about what I'm talking about, because my words never give it justice. But definitely read his books and soak it in if you can, and go slowly with it. Go slowly with it. And that's how I think learning should be. When I think about learning, my mind automatically goes to school. And school wasn't always my cup of tea. And I remember that my family would always say, "Oh, but you love school. School's so fun for you." And I would say, "What are you talking about? I do not love school." I think I once did when I first started it. And then something changed in me. Maybe I had one bad experience and it was really rough. Just like how my fishing in Minecraft is really, really rough. I don't think I caught one fish throughout this whole thing. But I did catch a lot of sea pickles. Lots and lots of sea pickles. But I often think about what it would be like if we learned differently in schools. Because I didn't have a lot of fun learning. I remember a projector being pulled out, the teacher writing on it, and taking lots and lots of notes in history. I feel like I could picture the time where I stopped caring about social studies and history. I remember being in 5th grade social studies class, and I felt like I just couldn't remember anything anymore. Like when people ask me or reference something historical, I'm totally blank on it. I can't remember any of it ever. It totally stinks because in my mind, intellectually, history should be interesting. Especially because I like learning about people, but history should be interesting to me. Politics, how the government works, how people make decisions, really wacky historical events. But yet, when I try and think about it, I don't have any heart for it. I feel dead inside, for lack of a better word. But I wonder if maybe that could have been different if the school system was different. And I'm not saying that with any blame. I'm not blaming the school system necessarily. Like, I'm not mad at them. And, you know, I have so much respect for teachers and the teachers that try to adapt to different learning styles. I think that's the most beautiful thing, when a teacher just sees their students, sees what they need, sees when they're suffering and could use a little bit more help, extra help, you know? And I think the times that I actually sought extra help in office hours and was when I learned to love the subject more, strangely enough. Look, I'm trying to get these fish here and I am struggling. I cannot. I'm just whacking my hand around trying to catch these fish. Sorry. You gotta laugh at yourself, right? So I noticed that when I went to extra help as a kid, and I used to go to extra help for math a lot, I think it helped me love learning much more than when I did in class. And that's because extra help was structured a little differently. It felt more fun, it felt more relaxed, it felt like it was okay for me to ask more questions, and I was able to become more curious. And as I'm talking, I'm now actually kind of learning about how I learn. And I became really good at math after 5th grade, after going to numerous extra help sessions. And I ended up going into like AP classes in high school for math. After struggling with it as a young kid, I think my interest in it grew as I got older and as I got more help. Which leads to the idea of just asking for help and being safe to ask for help. That really is what stimulates learning. And if we're going to learn as if we're going to live forever and do it forever, we need to feel safe to do so. So I wonder, what helps you feel safe to learn? What helps you feel like it's okay to ask questions and that it's good to ask questions? Whenever I don't know something, I get scared. I could be in a room and people are talking, let's say about history, kind of like how I was saying history is so tough for me. I could be talking about, I could be listening to people talking about historical events, and I am absolutely clueless. And it feels unsafe for me to not know what they're talking about. I start looking things up on my phone, trying to be really discreet about it so I could educate myself in a matter of 30 seconds. I feel like I can't ask questions because I'll be seen as an idiot or ignorant. It makes me feel really unsafe in that way. And I'm trying to become more comfortable with not knowing. And I'm trying to help other people feel like it's okay to not know something. We can't really know something without learning about it, and we can't learn if we don't know first. We need to not know in order to learn. So not knowing something is actually a good thing, but a lot of people put it down. Oh, you don't know that? How do you not know that? How do you not get this? This is easy. I can get it. How come you can't get it? When I say those things like that, those little quotes, it reminds me of being a little kid again. But even as an adult, we can have little kid thoughts. And we can put ourselves down. And that halts our learning. And then there's like the opposite side of the spectrum of not knowing and being curious. It's when we are certain. We are so certain that we know the outcome of a problem. Or we know how somebody's going to react. Or we know how society is going to react to something. We know what this politician is going to do. We know what this president is going to do. We know that we made somebody mad. We become so certain. There's no room for us to be wrong. I hope I'm making sense. Because there are so many times where I think that I'm right about what somebody is feeling, or what somebody's next move is, or what somebody is going to do. And I now am learning how to love being wrong. Especially during the times that I'm expecting the worst possible outcome. I'm learning how to learn. I'm working on being more curious. I really, really want to be wrong. Especially now that I am trying to work on taking care of my health, and if you haven't seen my health posts on my Ko-Fi, definitely go check them out. But I am going to be making some diet changes in January to help with some of my health conditions. And a part of me is saying, I already know this is not going to work. Why am I even trying? But the thing is, if I'm going to learn as if we're going to live forever, I need to ask these questions. It needs to be safe to learn. Thanks so much for watching and being here through this. Because learning is not an easy process, and you know, my goal with these videos is to have fun and to be silly and to die in Minecraft, apparently. And I know that sometimes the information can be a little drowning. Get it? Because I just drowned in Minecraft. Haha. Anyway, I make myself laugh. I know I could share a lot of information, and some of it is personal. And I'm noticing how much I start sentences with "and" while I do these things. What I hope you get from this is that encourage yourself to learn, live however you want to live, and be practical. But be okay with not knowing something. Thanks for watching.